Good afternoon, all. I think, I already completed about the three units of potential. Then I will use, okay, and then potential obeys superposition principle. Then relation between electric field and potential E equal to minus grad V. Then what is the divergence of E? That is divergence of E. We can write rho by epsilon zero, curl of E equal to zero. Then Poisson's equation. What is the Poisson's equation? Laplace equation. If there is no charge density, then del square V equal to zero. Then Laplace equation in one dimension, two dimension, three dimension case. Then first uniqueness theorem, second uniqueness theorem, and boundary conditions to solve image problem. That is see. That is units of potential is we can see force measured in newtons and charge in coulomb, and therefore electric field unit of electric field can be written as newtons per coulomb, or we can write potential in a newton meter per coulomb or joules per coulomb, or you can also measure in volt. Okay, these are the different units for of potential. Okay, then potential obeys a superposition principle. That is superposition principle of force. That is the F1, F2, if the system consists of n number of particles, therefore we can write F equal to F1 plus F2 plus up to dot 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 Fn, or summation of Fi going from 1 to n. Similarly, superposition principle of electric field, E1 plus E2 plus up to dot 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 En, and we can write summation of Ei going from 1 to n. Similarly, for potential, V1 plus V2 up to Vn, and summation of Vii going from 1 to n. Then this is the relation between electric field and potential, that is E equal to minus grad V. Then divergence of E equal to rho upon epsilon 0. Then curl of E equal to 0. Then Poisson's equation, that is del square V equal to minus rho by epsilon 0. And if there is no charge density, therefore rho becomes 0, and we can say that this equation becomes del square V equal to 0, and that is referred to as Laplace equation. Okay, then I explain about the Laplace equation in one dimension case, one dimension, 2D and 3D. Then for one, if V potential depends only on one variable, that is x, therefore we can, then Laplace equation becomes del square V upon dx square equal to 0. And what are the properties of Laplace equation in one dimension case? We have shown there are two properties. Property number one, and solution of this equation is V of x equal to mx plus b, which indicates linear equation. Okay, where m is slope and b maybe intercept on x-axis or y-axis, depends on the data. And what are the properties of one-dimensional case? Dear student, properties number one, V of x is the average of V of x plus a and V of x minus a for any point a, and therefore we can write average of these 2 points equal to addition of this divided by 2, half of this. Then Laplace equation tolerates no local maxima and no local minima, only that depends only on the extreme values, that is the on boundaries or extreme values of potential must occur at the endpoint. These are the two properties for Laplace equation in one dimension case. Then next is Laplace equation in two dimension case. Dear student, therefore in this case, in case of Laplace equation in one dimension case, V depends only on one variable, that is the perfect. But Laplace equation in two dimension case, dear student, that potential depends on two variables, that is x and y, and therefore we can write Laplace equation can be written as del square V upon dy square plus del square V upon dy square equal to 0. And again, there are two properties. Property number one is the average of those around the point, and for this two dimension case, this is the formula to find out the average, that is V of x comma y equal to 1 upon 2 pi r close integration V dot dl over circle. And V has no minima and maxima and minima, and all extrema occur at the boundary, that is endpoint, which is same as your equation, Laplace equation in one dimension case. Next is in case three dimensional case. That is in case of in three dimension, the dear student, V potential depends upon X, Y, and Z. There are three dependent variables, and for this case, dear student, for the value of V is again average value of V over a spherical surface with radius R. Okay, and for this case, 1/4. Why we are taking 4 pi r square? Because we are taking spherical part of sphere, and therefore 1/4 pi r square close integration of V dot dA or S, where it is area element. And again, second a property is same as for per 2D as well as 1D. It has no local maxima or minima, and V must occur at the boundary. Okay. Next point is, what is the first uniqueness theorem? First uniqueness theorem, dear student, in case of first uniqueness theorem, solution to which equation, dear student? Solution to Laplace equation. Okay, and in some volume V, is uniquely determined if and only if V is specified on the boundary surface. In exam, what is the Vilas? So the question is, what is the first uniqueness theorem? You should write all entire statement with a diagram, or solution of for which first uniqueness theorem is solution to which equation? Laplace equation. And what is the Laplace equation? Del square V equal to 0 if there is no charge density. Means based on Poisson's equation, we can derive Laplace equation. Okay, and uniqueness theorem, which use the solution to Laplace equation. Okay, and for this you will get the solution if and only if volume V is specified on boundary surface S. See, this is the boundary. Okay, surface S, and you can take any point. Next point is second uniqueness theorem. And for second uniqueness theorem, what is the statement? In volume V, surrounded by conductor, surrounded with there are different types of islands, 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of islands. Okay, with outer boundary, and this outer boundary may be at infinity, and entire volume V is surrounded by conductors. And I have already explained about the difference between conductor, semiconductor, and insulator in terms of band gap energy. In case of conductor, dear student, there is no band gap energy. For semiconductor, you will get the narrow band gap energy, and for insulator, you will get the large band gap energy. Okay, like glass, wood. And second uniqueness theorem, in volume V, surrounded by conductor, important word, keyword, containing a specific charge density rho, and the electric field is uniquely determined if total charge on each conductor is given. From the knowledge of charge, you can explain second uniqueness theorem. Means you should know total charge on each conductor. Okay, therefore you can define electric field. Okay, and then what are the boundary conditions, dear student? Boundary conditions, there are two boundary conditions to solve any classic image problem, and that are number one, here we are considering Poisson's equation in the region Z greater than 0. Okay, suppose this is Z axis, Z greater than 0, or and for in this case positive charge is at 0, 0, 0, 0, D, means along X along Z axis, not along X and Y, and therefore which is here Z axis is perpendicular to X as well as Y axis. And property number 1, or boundary condition number 1, you will get potential equal to 0, V equal to 0 when Z equal to 0. That is, if your conducting plane is what? Connected to the ground. And second condition is V tends to 0, approaches to 0 if and only if your charge is located at distance where x square plus y square plus z square is very, very much greater than d square. Okay, and this is about the a summary of unit number 1 and main points of unit number 1. Now, understood, dear student, up to this level?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
student. Okay. Now I will today I will explain about the induced. Again, I will explain about the induced charge. Then how we can find out the force and work energy. I will stop sharing and I will.
So what is the new chapter called?
Okay. Good afternoon, student. And again, I will explain about the. Today I will explain about. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Can you read? Induced surface charge. Okay, and in this case, induced surface charge, our aim is to show that I will use a different color. Yes, I will use red color and show that the total charge, the total charge of what? Total charge, dear student, total charge induced on the plane. The total charge, I will again use a different color. Total charge induced on the plane is yes, Rohit. Any doubt? Okay. Induced on the plane is what is equal to minus q. I will use is equal to minus. For same question, I can rewrite like show that capital Q equal to minus Q. Okay, see again, induced surface, explain induced surface charge, or show that the total charge induced on the plane is equal to minus Q, or show that capital Q equal to minus Q. And for derivation of this this relation, dear student, we should know what are the prerequisites. So I will write here prerequisites. Prerequisite is what is we should know the formula.
सर आपने एक्सप्लेन किया पहले.
Yes, sir.
एक मिनट. Thank you so much. And prerequisites, what are the prerequisites? Yes, anyone can say what are the prerequisites? Yes, okay. I will write prerequisites. Yes. Yeah, prerequisite 1, V of x comma y comma z is equal to. There should is equal to. Yes, anyone can tell me?
4 pi epsilon naught.
One, yes, very good. That is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket
q upon root of x square plus y square.
Yes, in bracket
z minus d the whole square.
q upon yes. I will write q upon root of, dear student, root of what? Root of x square plus y square plus what? Plus
Z
z minus d bracket square. Okay, and then which sign? Minus. Again q upon, again divided by, dear student, root of what? Root of, again, dear student, x square plus y square plus, just there is some change, that is z plus d bracket square. Okay, this is the important equation. This is the important equation for potential, which depends upon variable x comma y comma z. But dear student, in this case, our charge particle is along which axis? Yes, along which axis?
Z-axis.
Yes, along only z axis, and therefore here I will end. We should know. Second point is what? We know that the sigma, that is the density, charge density. Anyone can you tell me what is the formula for sigma? Yes, sigma equal to
minus
minus
epsilon
epsilon 0 minus epsilon 0 deba v upon deba z at what? At what is the condition? What is the boundary
Z
condition?
equals to
z
0.
equal to 0.
Yes, superb. At z equal to 0.
So it is D because it's only one dimension.
That z equal to 0. Okay. So therefore, we should know all these, and therefore, I will here. Okay. Then yes, we have v. We have one v. We will take derivative of this v with respect to z. Okay. Can I solve? Anyone second? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, dear student. Thank you so much. I will use different color. Okay. Now, dear student, we have v. I will, for convenience, I will write we have v. I will write only v is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into bracket q upon root of x square plus y square plus z minus d bracket square minus q upon root of x square plus y square plus z plus d bracket square. Okay, and this can be written as, dear student, I will take q common from this term. Therefore, okay, but we need what? See, we need this part. Therefore, deba v upon deba z, dear student. Can I directly write or solve step by step? You want solution? Or okay, no problem. See, this can be written as, I will write q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is constant, take outside deba upon deba z of this bracket. Is it correct? Hello, student.
Yes.
Anyone second? Yes. Okay. Now I will write like this: q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is constant. Therefore, this can be written as, dear student, I will write this as a deba upon deba z of, dear student, x square plus y square plus z minus d bracket square raised to minus half. Is it correct? Hello, student. Anyone second? Yes. Minus
Yes, sir.
deba upon deba z of x square plus y square plus z plus d bracket square raised to again minus half. Understood? Hello,
Yes,
student. Dear student, जिसका मैथमेटिक्स भी नहीं है ना, उसको भी ये समझेगा. इतना मैं I will teach you. Okay. Now, next step is what? Next, using derivative formula, I will use again different color. I will write here. Can you see? Yes. What is the d by dx of x raised to n? That is n x raised to n minus 1. I will use this formula. Understood, yes, student? Okay.
yes,
Yes. So q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket c minus half is power x square plus y square plus z minus d bracket square raised to minus half minus 1. Is it correct? Hello, student.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Into again derivative of what? This term. That is, what is the derivative of x square? Dear student, 0. What is the derivative of y square? 0. And here I will write 2 times z minus d. Understood up to this level, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Superb. Nice. And therefore, I will write again minus sign, and again I will use again different color to write this part. Okay. So, dear student, again I will write what is the derivative of this term. See, I will find derivative of second term. Okay. Therefore, I will move in upward direction, and dear student, derivative I will use different color. So derivative of this term, I will write. Can I write like this? Minus half x square plus y square plus z plus d square minus half minus 1 into, again, derivative of this bracket. Yes, what is the derivative of x square? 0.
0.
Derivative of y square 0. And what? 2 times z plus d. And then bracket complete. I will use black color, and this is understood up to this level, dear student. And
Yes,
this is
Yes,
your,
sir.
okay. Yes, okay. And now I will rewrite same term, and the next I will write final term like q upon, dear student, q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket, dear student, I will write here minus half, okay, into, dear student, can I write like this? Minus half. For this case, I will write 2 times z minus d upon x square plus y square plus z minus d bracket square raised to 3 by 2. Is it correct?
yes, sir.
For this,
Yes, sir.
okay. Then I will use minus sign. Again, minus half is common, and I will write here, dear student, I will write here 2 times z plus d upon x square plus y square plus z plus d bracket square raised to 3 by 2, and bracket complete. Understood up to this level?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Now, next term I can see. Dear student, I can cancel these two with these two. Can I cancel a जो
Yes.
a है 2 with these two? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Same here, dear student. A जो 2 है 2, I will cancel with these two. Okay, and therefore new term I will use again different color. Okay, therefore new term I can write as deba v upon deba z, dear student, is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket. After the cancellation, dear student, can I write like this? Minus z minus d upon x square plus y square plus z minus d bracket square raised to 3 by 2 minus minus plus, and here z plus d divided by x square plus y square plus z plus d square bracket raised to 3 by 2 up to this level. Understood up to this level, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
देखो to get cancel, minus into z minus d I will write like, then minus into minus we can write plus, this 2 will get cancelled with this 2 and you will get this. But dear student, yes, we need this deba v upon deba z at z equal to 0. What is the important? Z equal to 0. Understood? Therefore, yes, what will the next step? Anyone?
So Z0.
Z0.
Now put z is equal to 0. Okay, and therefore, dear student, can I proceed? Hello, student.
Yes, sir.
Yes, superb. Now I will write, dear student. Therefore, you can find. Therefore, deba v upon deba z at z equal to 0 means what? Put value of z equal to 0. Dear student, put value of z equal to 0 in this entire equation. जिधर z है, put value of z equal to 0, and therefore, dear student, this therefore above equation becomes a तो q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 वैसा ही रहेगा into bracket minus 0 minus d, okay, minus 0 minus d upon x square plus y square plus 0 minus d is what? Minus d, and minus d ka square, d square. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Plus sign, then 0 plus d, and remaining term is x square plus y square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, and therefore this can be written as, yes, I will see now. See, here first term denominator is x square plus y square d square raised to 3 by 2. Second is x square, means here denominator is common, therefore we can add this numerator term. Yes or no? Hello,
Yes,
Yes,
students.
sir.
Now, therefore, thank you so much for your response. And therefore, we can write deba v upon deba z at z equal to 0 is equal to q upon value of q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket. We can write here d plus d whole divided by, dear student, whole divided by x square plus y square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. And what is the d plus d? Hello, student.
2D.
Yes, 2d. And therefore, again, we can write, I will use different color. And therefore, deba v upon deba z at z equal to 0 is equal to, yes, dear student, can I write like this? Q into 2d upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into, again, divided by x square plus y square plus d square. Yes. Can you tell me what will be the next step? Anyone?
So
Hello,
2.
student.
So divide 2 and 4.
Yes, yes, yes. Anyone? We can cancel this 2. Okay, with 4. Now, dear student, we can cancel this 2 with this 4. 2 2s are 4. Therefore, this implies that deba v upon deba z at z equal to 0 is equal to qd. I will again rewrite using different color. Qd upon, yes, student, upon what? Anyone?
So
Hello,
2
student.
pi epsilon and
2 pi.
2 pi epsilon 0, 2 pi epsilon 0 into bracket x square plus y square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. Understood, dear student? Means I will rewrite same term here. Wait a minute. Now, therefore, dear student, hence deba v upon deba z at z equal to 0 is equal to, dear student, qd upon 2 pi epsilon 0 x square plus y square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, this is the new term. And dear student, but we need what? Sigma. And but what is the sigma? Yes, see, what is the sigma?
Minus epsilon.
Yes, minus. Yes, sigma equal to minus epsilon 0 means multiply this term with minus epsilon 0, you will get the sigma. And hence, we can write, dear student, we can write, hence, I will use a different color, but and therefore sigma equal to minus epsilon 0 in bracket qd upon, dear student, qd upon 2 pi epsilon 0 x square plus y square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, and now new equation is this. Okay, this is your sigma. Now our aim is, what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the total induced charge, and total induced charge is equal to, yes, anyone?
Capital Q.
Capital Q. Yes, yes. Therefore, I will write. Therefore, we can compute this total induced charge. The total induced charge, that is capital Q, dear student, is equal to integration of sigma dA. Integration of sigma dA, and where dA is your volume element, and therefore here this can be written as sigma dA. Okay, I will. You have sigma. Yes, student. You have sigma. I will rewrite here sigma equal to minus epsilon 0 2d 2 pi epsilon 0 x square plus y square plus d square raised to 3/2, and dA. Anyone can say what is the dA? Yes, dA equal to
Yeah.
r dr d phi. And in this case form, dear student, same here we can cancel this epsilon. Okay, therefore sigma equal to, understood,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
minus qd upon 2 pi x square plus एक मिनट, sorry student, थोड़ा okay, x square plus y square plus d square raised to 3, and here you have dA equal to r dr d phi. Okay, yes, yes, understood up to this level? Hello student.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I proceed for next point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, superb. Before that, dear student, before solving this, that is Q equal to this, I will, dear student, I will write equation number. This is your equation number 1. This is your 2. Here I will write equation number. This is without z equal to 0. Therefore, here I will write equation number 3. Equation number 3. Then after putting the value of z equal to 0, you will get the new term, that is I will write equation number 4. Equation number 4. Then next is okay, this is your equation number 2. Okay, you have this. Now then I will take, see, only this term I will take, only this term. Okay, and here I will divide this screen into 2 parts, and sorry, here I will write, dear students, now we will assume x square plus y square is equal to r square. Okay, therefore x square plus y square plus d square can be written as r square plus d square. Is it correct? Hello student, anyone second? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Okay, now yes, so here this is your r square plus d square. Therefore we have, this can be written as sigma is equal to minus qd upon 2 pi r square plus d square raised to 3/2. Is it correct? Hello sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, super. Now I will, we need what we need, dear student, we need integration of sigma dA. Therefore integration of sigma dA we can write as well as q equal to sigma dA. is equal to integration of sigma is minus qd whole divided by 2 pi r square plus d square raised to 3 by 2 into dA, and dA is r dr d phi. Now this can be rewrite as, dear student, I will take what are the constant? Q is constant. Okay, therefore I will take Q upon 2 pi constant, and I will rewrite this term as here. D is also constant, I can write, and therefore I will write this term. I will take with integration with d phi as well as dr.
So
0
minus-
to 2 pi. Okay, I will write minus. You can take, or you can change limit also. If you are taking same limit, then you can write minus sign. So 0 to 2 pi for what? Anyone? Hello student, anyone?
Phi.
0 to 2 pi for phi. Yes, very good. Therefore, I will use different color. Then and 0 to, dear student, 0 to infinity for r term, that is, can I write like this? R dr. Yes, yes, divided by what? Anyone? Divided by
X square
r
plus
square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. Understood, dear student, up to this level?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Now I will divide again this part and I will solve. Are you enjoying lecture? Hello
Yes, sir.
student,
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ रहा है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much for your support. Now, dear student, I will use A देखो. A जो है, this term I am writing here 0 to 2 pi of what? D phi is what? Phi from 0 to 2 pi, that is equal to 2 pi minus 0 equal to 2 pi. Understood? Means for this case, you can write yes 2 pi. Now, what is the integration of this term? Therefore, here integration 0 to infinity of r dr from r square plus d square raised to 3 by 2. And for this case, dear student, again I will divide into this term. Okay. Now, for this case, I will use. Sorry, I will use. I will assume that is your denominator, that is r square plus d square is equal to, I will assume t. Therefore, I will assume t equal to what? T. Therefore, I can write dt upon dr is equal to, yes, can I write to 2r? Hello student.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Because d square is 0. Okay, therefore, we need r dr. Therefore, dear student, r dr is equal to dt upon 2. Is it correct?
Yes,
Hello
sir.
student. Super. Therefore, this can be written as 0 to infinity. What is the r dr? Dt upon 2 upon, dear student, can I write like this? T raised to 3 by 2?
Yes, sir.
Hello student. Superb. And this can be written as, dear student, t raised to 3 by 2. I will write 1 by 2 t raised to minus 3 by 2 dt from 0 to infinity. Is it correct? Hello student.
Yes, sir.
Now, yes. Now I will write this is equal to half into t raised to minus 3 by 2 plus 1 upon minus 3 by 2 plus 1 from 0 to infinity. Understood up to this level, dear student?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
And yes, what is the minus 3 by 2 plus 1? Anyone? Hello student.
Minus 1 upon 2.
Yes, yes, yes. And therefore, here, after putting, I will rewrite, can I? Yes, yes. Now, this is equal to half into, see, what is the minus 3 by 2 plus 1 is minus half. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. That becomes minus 2. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 upon minus half is minus 2. Understood, dear student?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
1 upon minus half can be written as minus 2. In bracket, I will directly write, dear student, here 1 upon 3 minus 3 by 2 plus 1 is again what? Minus half. Is it correct? And therefore, what is our t? R square plus d square. Therefore, I can write here r square plus d square raised to what? Half. Is it correct? From 0 to infinity. Understood, dear student, up to this level?
Yes, sir.
I am again putting value of t, and that minus half can we can write as 1 by that particular term raised to half. Understood up to this level? Hello, student.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So,
Super. And now, dear student, I can cancel these two with minus 2, and I will put first upper limit is what? R equal to infinity. Then I will put R equal to 0, and therefore new term can be written as, 1 minute. I will try to, yes.
Sir, limit theta to R.
Hello, pardon.
Sir, limit.
Yes. Now here I will, dear student, can I write like this? Minus 1 in a bracket. First I will put upper limit, that is 1 upon infinity square plus d square raised to half minus 1 upon, dear student, 0 plus d square raised to half. Is it correct?
Yes.
Sir.
Can you view screen? Yes.
Yes.
स्क्रीन में दिख रहा है ना? Yes, very good. Now, dear student, I will use again different color. थोड़ा मुझे आदत है अलग अलग कलर यूज करने के लिए. ओके, ठीक है. तो ये this can be written as, dear student, we can write, see, a minus 1 होगा, and what is the, yes, infinity square plus d square क्या होगा?
0.
0.
D is very yes, D is very less as compared to infinity square. Again, infinity square raised to half infinity, and 1 upon infinity is what? 0. So here I am writing, you can ignore, you can discard D as compared to infinity. So infinity square raised to half, so infinity रहेगा, and minus 0 plus d square is d square, and d square raised to half. Anyone?
D.
D. Yes, very good. So ये D होगा, and again this can be written as minus 1. 1 upon infinity is what? Yes.
Zero.
Hello, student. 0. तो एक, oh sorry. थोड़ा 1 मिनट.
So Control Z.
And therefore, dear student, we can write here 0. 1 minute. 0 minus what? 1 upon d. Is it correct? And final answer is what? Yes.
1
1
upon D.
upon D.
Yes, 1 upon d. So entire this is what? Is your 1 upon d. Therefore, this is your 1 upon d. And therefore, see, dear student, now see. Now here, dear student, here I will use this is your, yes, what is this answer? 2 pi,
2 pi.
and this is your 1 upon d. I will put here, and therefore final answer is minus qd upon 2 pi into 2 pi into 1 upon d. And therefore here we can cancel this 2 pi get cancelled, here dd cancel, and your final answer is your, understood, dear student, up to this level.
Yes, sir.
And this
Yes,
is
sir.
your final. And hence total induced charge, that is capital Q, is what? Minus Q. Understood, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Which is located at 0, 0, t. Along which axis? Hello,
Z.
student?
Z axis.
Yes, along z axis. Okay. and this is about the, dear student, total induced charge. देखो, our aim was to see, explain about the induced surface charge, or the total, show that total charge induced on the plane is minus q, or show that capital Q equal to minus q. Okay, and these for this you should know these are the prerequisites, and these are the all steps to find out the total charge induced on the plane, and that is total charge is what, q, and that is equal to q equal to minus q. And here I will give here equation number, this is equation number 4 है, एक मिनट dear student, and this is your 5. Okay, and 5 represents a total induced charge on the plane. Okay, that is minus q. Understood up to this level, dear student?
Yes,
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay, dear student, now we will find out the force as well as then energy. Okay, and generally, can you tell me what is the attractive force and repulsive force based on Coulomb's law? Anyone?
positive, मतलब तो like terms repel.
Okay, I will take 2 particles. Suppose here I will take a different color. Okay. Okay, I will use, okay. Suppose, dear student, this is your minus q and plus. And therefore, suppose separated by distance, suppose total here, suppose this is distance, I will take can you view the screen? Hello,
Yes,
student.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and origin is suppose D, O, and with distance is D, and here D. Therefore, can I write total distance is about 2D? Anyone? Anyone
sir.
say can you?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, total distance is equal to, dear student, I will write here 2D. Okay, and dear student, see, as based on Coulomb's law, dear student, based on Coulomb's law, force of, there may be force of attraction or repulsion. Yes or no?
Q1 and Q2 upon these 2D square.
Yes, perfect. Based on Coulomb's law, there may be attractive or repulsive force. And dear student, if there are 2 similar charges, you will get which type of force? Repulsive. Suppose
repulsive.
there are, suppose दोनों positive है और दोनों negative है, you will get repulsive. Suppose एक positive है और एक negative है, you will get attractive force. कौन सा force मिलेगा? Attractive.
Attractive.
आपका जो प्लेन है that is negative charge. कौन सा चार्ज है? Negative. तो which type of charge will attract towards this your plane?
Positive.
Superb. Thank you so much. Perfect answer. इतना toughest answer आपने दिया. Thank you so much. तो आपका already plane negative है. तो for if you want attractive force, so you should place which type of charge? Positive. इसलिए ये जो डायग्राम में है, one charge is positive plus q and another one is negative q, that is your plane. Okay, and from this diagram we can say there is which type of force? Attractive. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, super.
Yes, sir.
Now, according to Coulomb's law, the force of attraction, I will write some theoretical part. I will use, okay, the charge, I will write here. Dear student, कौन सा भी word नहीं समझा, please let me know. I will repeat. The charge Q is attracted towards a plane. because of the because of the negative. Hello student, because of the negative induced charge. Important word है. Because of the negative induced charge. Okay, and therefore, dear student, based on and your dear student, charge particle along z-axis, and therefore, dear student, therefore the force, therefore the force we can write. Yes, I will here write. Yes. What is the force is directly proportional to Q1, Q2? Is it correct? And inversely proportional to distance square. Is it correct? This is the
Yes.
basic.
Yes, sir.
Basic
Yes,
क्या
sir.
है? ये आपका basic क्या है? Norms है. These are the basic कि force is directly proportional to Q1, Q2 and directly inversely proportional to square of the distance between them, or directly proportional to one reciprocal of distance square. But dear student, what is the distance between plus Q and minus Q from this geometry, from this diagram? Anyone? कितना है distance between minus Q and plus Q? Yes, 2D, and therefore for this case we can write here your charge particle is along positive along z-axis. Therefore, for this case, dear student, we can write force is equal to here 1/4 pi epsilon 0 with negative sign. Can I write Q square upon 2D square? Is it correct? And unit vector is z. Understood, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Hello, student.
Yes, sir.
Why I am writing here 2D? Anyone? Hello.
Because of the entire distance between Q1 and
Yes. And next is what? Yes. Next point is next we will find out the energy. Okay. Yes. Next we will find out the energy. Okay. Next is energy. Okay. Now, generally, energy, yes, work done by a particular system is measured in terms of energy. And dear student, anyone, what is the formula to find out the energy work? Hello, student. Now, we can find out the energy of the system. And dear student, energy of the can be written as, dear student, here W. एक मिनट है, dear student. Okay. Energy is what? W. एक minute. I will use. Yes. Yes. Can you tell me what is the formula to find out the energy or work? Anyone? Hello, student. Okay, that is the product of. It is the product of force and displacement. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now I can write here, instead of here I can write as a. I will use negative dl. Okay, from here infinity to d. Why we are taking infinity? Anyone? Because we are bringing charge from infinity to a distance, particular point d. Okay. Now, dear student, we can write here. What is the? You have force? Yes or no? Hello,
Yes,
student.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you have force. Okay. Now here I will take. This is your integration from infinity to d. Yes, 1/4 pi epsilon 0 q square upon. Yes, can I write 4d square? Hello, student.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Therefore, 4d square into, yes, into what, dear student? Yes, instead of here, yes, no. Here we can write first. We will take integration. Here, you, dear student, your particle is along which axis? Z.
Yes,
So
sir.
here you should write z square and dz. Okay. Now I will shift in upward direction. Okay. Here is equal to q square upon, can I write, dear student, 4 square, 4 equal to, see, 4 into 4 equal to 16. Hello,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
16 pi epsilon 0 in bracket dz upon z square from infinity to d. Is it correct? Hello, student.
Yes, sir.
Now, this can be written as, I will use a different color. I will admit, dear student. First, I will find integration of this, that is integration from infinity to d, and then I will divide this screen into 2 parts to solve next value. Okay, is this correct? Can I write like this? See, q square is a constant, take outside, 4 into 4, 16, pi epsilon 0, and integration from infinity to d of dz upon z square. Now, this can be written as, this term can be written as z square z raised to minus 2 dz from infinity to d. Is it correct? Hello, student.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is what z raised to minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 from infinity to d. Is it correct, dear student?
Yes, sir.
This can be written as, dear student, minus 1. See, z raised to minus 2 minus 1 is what? Z raised to minus 1. Again from infinity to d, and I'm solving step by step, and again I will extend this ignite. This can be written as integration equal to minus 1 upon z from infinity to d. Is it correct, dear student? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And therefore we can write, this is your minus 1 in bracket 1 upon d minus 1 upon infinity. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
And what will the answer, final answer? 1 upon infinity is what? 0. So this is your minus 1 upon d. Understood? Hello,
Yes,
student.
sir.
Yes.
And therefore, hence, final answer is q square upon 4, yes, you can write 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket. What is this bracket? Hello, student. Minus 1 upon d.
Mm.
I can rewrite like minus 1 upon 4d. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or you can write directly, you can write like this, q square upon 16 pi epsilon 0 d with negative sign. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this is your work energy, the final answer. तो मैंने आज क्या क्या एक्सप्लेन किया? Explain about what is the total induced charge, which is capital Q equal to minus Q. Okay. Then what is the force based on which law? Coulomb's law. Means if there are two dissimilar charges, you will get attractive force. Based on that, we can find force. Okay. So I think I will see. So this is your force. See, force and energy. This is your force, and last is energy. Take F2D. Yes, any doubts up to the level?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Anyone?
No, sir.